Fox News weather watchers worldwide on this Monday. I'm meteorologist Lee Southwick, joined by the one and only chief meteorologist Lewis Turner.
Good to see you. Good to see you. Happy Monday after the Super Bowl.
It is. I mean, speaking of like worldwide weather, we've had it all on NBC 12.
Yeah, it was a busy weekend. First things first, how was your Super Bowl?
Oh, it was fun.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was good. Except for like the football could have been a little better.
Yeah.
Besides that.
Football game sucked. The game itself was boring. I don't know. I mean, I guess the ball knowers and the defense lovers probably had a blast with it. But I was here and I'm kind of like peeking up and peeking around and focused on other things and looking around. And it never captivated me.
No.
You know what I mean?
So in the family group chat, my husband's family, they're all Patriots fans.
Oh, okay.
So they were just so mad. But I was like,
yeah,
at least y'all's defense is showing up.
Yeah.
That's something to watch.
Yeah, it probably would be frustrating if you just can't get over the line, get some points, a little bit earlier in the game. Goodness gracious.
Their second touchdown, my husband was actually asleep for.
Oh, really?
I mean, I'm outing him right now. He fell asleep on the couch watching the Super Bowl.
He was done.
Yeah, he was. That's granted, like, it's his family who likes the Patriots. He likes the Panthers.
Yeah.
Well,
right.
But still, he's cheering for
him.
a family team, and he couldn't even keep his eyes open. So.
And so, first half, y'all went out a little bit, and second half, you're back home?
Yes, exactly. That stayed out for the halftime show, danced around,
nice.
And then started wrapping it up in the third quarter.
Okay, good.
Because we had to show up to work today.
I'm telling you, and we would have had to been here whether it's a national holiday or not, but I know the talks need to be real now about making the Monday after the Super Bowl some sort of observed event.
It really should. Okay, so I know President's Day is a Washington's birthday.
Yeah.
We could just move it up a little bit
Just
to kind of flex it, because it's supposed to be for all presidents, so you can kind of flex it to right after the
flex
Super
it a
Bowl.
little bit. Make it, we need a happy medium here. Something has to give, because I know there's a lot of in my drive-in this morning, just grumpy people.
Yeah,
and I don't fault them.
No,
they're just grumpy, probably sleep deprived, and still having to go into the grind.
You had it worse than me, because I was driving around. I was like, there are not a lot of people. I think a lot of people slept in or skipped work today because there were not a lot of cars out there.
Yeah, because I got in around 10 or 10:30 even, and I remember I made a conscious decision. I'm going a little bit later. I haven't been here late night because we did a newscast at midnight. Yeah, so I mean we would tell past the Olympics, and it was busy on the road at that point. So I think a lot of people made that conscious decision, at least the way I came into work. So, and grumpy people.
I mean,
but I don't blame them. No, I don't get it. Monday, and then a lot of people may be thinking, I'll just burn the PTO. Maybe that's another thought for a Monday. Let's take a look around the country. Let's get into our weather.
Got something that people shouldn't be too grumpy about.
Yeah.
Our forecast, not bad.
Not too bad at all around the country. I was watching, I looked at kind of San Francisco weather yesterday for Super Bowl, and that system that was moving in Northern California moved onshore, just north. I mean, a few hundred miles. I mean, made the big difference whether you had like a sloppy, wet Super Bowl versus what was actually a beautiful night.
Truly,
relatively speaking, for San Francisco. I mean, I think they were right in the upper 50s.
Yeah,
right on par with actually the temperatures. Really, kind of like similar conditions to what we had right here in Jacksonville last night, as we were kind of comparing and contrasting San Francisco or Santa Clara versus us here on the First Coast. But got lucky with some great weather for the Super Bowl. That time difference is also jarring.
Yep.
Seeing a Super Bowl end and or at least getting to the later parts, and it's still bright and sunny afternoon.
The halftime show, usually got all the cool lights and the fireworks, and it was still pretty bright outside.
Yeah, because the halftime show was probably like 7:30, 8 o'clock, so 5 o'clock their time. I mean, it's
different.
Yeah, a little different. Those West Coast Super Bowls.
Just bring it here to Jacksonville.
I know.
Building our new stadium.
It's happening. It will happen.
It'll
probably be a decade or more away. I mean, you got to get to 2028, and then we'll just round it to a nice even 2040. God, that's terrifying.
You're still going to be
I'm trying to do the math. Here,
how long do I have to stay here?
You mean here
to get the good parking
work, or
right here at
is
work?
in
No, I'm in at work.
Because both, you have to ask the question. So 14 years. I mean, I should.
You will be here.
Try to
Hopefully,
maintain
you'll
my
be here in this
cardiovascular
building
health.
still.
We'll see.
But we have to tough it out, because if the Super Bowl comes here, we have the prime parking. So
it's a fact.
We gotta stay.
Just for nothing else, get the Super Bowl parking.
Keep working. Delay retirement, but it wouldn't be You would be right on.
Yeah, right on pace. I think that my retirement's set for 20. I think 45. I think
nice.
That's how I have it. Okay. Set. I think cool. We all had that pre-mix with the 401k, which is probably financial advisors like, don't do that, idiot. But that's what we have. So
we need to make sure we're like putting this conversation we're having right now, like securing it in the records, so then we can pull it back when the Super Bowl does come to Jacksonville.
Yeah, we called it.
We'll probably have all streaming newscasts at that point.
Pretty much.
But we'll be here streaming with you guys
24/7. So
the next spot to look at in the country, though, I think would be the Northeast, because another Clipper system bringing them snow, and they are tired of the snow.
Yep, absolutely. I mean, look what's happening. You look out towards the Rockies and the Northern Rockies, and what's going to move clear across the Great Lakes, and for us. A little bit of ridging helping out with some warming over the next couple of days as well. But if you were heading out to Montana, I think Montana would be a gorgeous place to be. I know it would be frigid cold, but seeing some snow-capped mountains in the plains and leading up to the mountains up into Montana, that'd be beautiful.
I mean, just watching all the skiing in the Olympics, the shots that
Does it have you itching to try some winter sports or get back out?
Oh, not try winter sports, just. I would love to go see those mountains with my own eyes.
Have you not done? Have you snow skied before? You're a snow skier. Have you never? You've never done it?
Never skied. Huh. Never.
Okay.
I have gone snowmobiling.
Fun. I've never done that.
So but as a kid, we never went and did like a ski vacation because my parents don't ski either. Yeah. I mean, we're Floridians. We don't know what we're doing.
Oh, it's so funny. God, I remember my first ever ski trip. And my parents, I don't know if we lived in South Carolina on the beach or close to the coast. And definitely not skiers because my parents and all my family's from South Georgia. So we were kind of the outliers moving up to the coast of South Carolina and for my childhood. And I remember they decided we're going to take me skiing. Let's introduce them to skiing. But neither my mom nor dad had ever done it before. So they put me in and they absolutely hated it. They thought it was the worst thing ever. I had a blast. I love to ski. But they hated it. It
Good on them for introducing you to it.
I guess so. I need to introduce my kids to it and see how it goes for them. But no. Not their cup of tea whatsoever.
But snowmobiling is awesome.
That sounds just like jet skiing on snow.
Exactly. So we went out to Colorado like 2-3 years ago now. And I was like, well, as an adult with a bad back, I should not try skiing for the first time now. So we saw those snowmobile rentals and that was incredible. And you're going up in the mountains.
That's cool.
You're going through the forest, all the snow.
You're experiencing all of it.
It was awesome.
Without the risk. Well, I guess there's a little risk.
Without blowing out my back.
You don't want that.
And now it's heated. Like the handles.
Oh, that's extra bougie.
So you're warm the entire time.
Well, snowmobiling. Yeah, the Winter Olympics on NBC 12 has kind of got the itch. I want to ice skate again.
Travel.
I want to do it. Yeah,
makes me want to just travel.
Yeah, especially being in Italy. That's fancy Olympics action there.
Speaking of warm. So you had mentioned that we are warming up, not just us, but the entire country.
Yeah.
So we're going to take a look out beyond a 7-day forecast. So I just had to start with our 7-day forecast just to show everyone, at least here locally, even though this is worldwide weather watchers, the warming trend that's on the way. I mean, tomorrow, upper 70s. Oh, yep. So excited. But it is warmer than normal. So it's weird. We've been talking about colder than normal for so long. We are now adjusting to warmer than normal. It'll be fairly comfortably warm on Valentine's Day. And then we'll have to watch out for some rain on Sunday. So let's talk about temperatures and rain, starting with 6-day forecast and beyond. So February 14th to 18th. Look how much of the country will likely be warmer than normal.
Yeah, and this is, it's the seesaw ride we're on, because this map, Climate Prediction Center, puts out kind of looking at all the trends and how the jet's lining up, if anything's going to come diving in out of the poles, like we saw with our latest extreme cold snap. And the map would have been much bluer, if we were looking at this 2 weeks ago and 3 weeks ago. So, yeah, seesaw ride, a little flip in the pattern, and hopefully it's a flip in the pattern that kind of stays with us as we're looking out to the 18th, but maybe even beyond. That would be very nice and hopefully wetter than normal. Hopefully this does pan out because we did mention our rain chances. We have off and on shower potential in the 7-day forecast, really kind of going Wednesday-ish, but really Thursday through the weekend with Sunday being our culminating kind of event, bringing us a front and that could bring us a better chance of showers. Still, modeling is iffy on timing, so we're going to watch that because I know we got Daytona 500. A lot of folks will be traveling down to Daytona on Sunday, so we'll watch those rain chances. But we certainly need the rain. Our drought conditions been in that severe to extreme, so certainly that's a beneficial and helpful map to look at.
And then looking beyond that too, it's the 16th to 22nd.
Nice.
So warmer than normal still. So I think this is a trend that will stick around for a good bit of February, and that does include here on the First Coast. It even looks like it'll be a little bit warmer than the shorter outlook, but rainfall, unfortunately, then flips us back to drier than normal.
Yeah. I wonder, it's time to start asking because we saw the maps all the way out to what that went to the 22nd. Yeah. So at least with temperatures, are we about to get to that point where we say goodbye to our freezes? So, statistically speaking, February 15th is kind of a magic number when you're talking to gardeners and botanists and folks who run nurseries around the area. February 15th, hold off on doing any planting or any major pruning, things like that with your plants because, the likelihood of a freeze it drops after February 15th to maybe 30%, 20 to 30% that we'd see a freeze because most of them occur before the 15th. And that being extra conservative, you could wait to say March 7th or 8th. And then we really don't see even the light frost or light freeze. But,
except for Waycross. I think
Waycross is a little different. Yeah, exactly right. Exactly right. A little bit later for inland Southeast Georgia. But with the trend being what it is, we are getting close to that time where we can almost be comfortable saying goodbye to at least the deep hard freezes and widespread frost.
Yeah. I'm ready to say goodbye.
It's ready to say goodbye right now.
Boy.
And the 7-day kind of confirmed that because really other than waking up tomorrow morning in the upper 30s, and then warming up to 78, I mean, that's a 40-degree diurnal range on Tuesday. That's massive.
Yeah.
That's a lot. So kind of that, indicating drier air in place. Also that critical fire kind of burn risk into Tuesday as well with those lower relativities, but it allows us to warm up pretty nicely. But otherwise, look at the rest of the low temperatures. You can certainly focus on the highs, but the lows, tough to get any sort of frost going when you can't get out of the 40s. So liking that as well.
Okay, so we're going to take a quick break because you and I have to travel across the pond.
Let's do it.
When we come back, we're going to talk about the Olympics forecast, Italy, and we got to talk about the UK and some major rain that they have had. We're jealous. We need the rain.
I love it.
They've had too much rain.
We'd take some of it from them.
Yep, we will see you on the other side of this break.
This February, the past mingles with the present on Jacksonville's historic East Side.
A neighborhood that everyone respected everybody.
Birthed from the ashes of the Civil War, Out East remains the city's last 19th century historically black neighborhood.
It's beautiful now, but not the way it was when I first came here.
Each street paved with pain, persistence, and progress.
Mount Olive is still on the block.
Vivid Hues, stories of black history, Monday mornings at 6. First Coast News on your side.
This month, we're pushing through traffic to follow the money.
Transportation is really important.
So we make it more affordable.
Breaking down the dollars, the dangers, and what's next.
We're very excited about this Better Together campaign.
On the Move on Good Morning Jacksonville all month long, Tuesdays at 6 a.m.
Artificial intelligence isn't coming, it's already here. And it's also a tool, not the answer.
Yes.
From how we prepare the next generation for work to how law enforcement balances innovation and public trust.
Don't let ChatGPT replace your therapist.
Inside our classrooms.
Anything you want it to do, it would do.
The revolution will be AI. Will you be ready? Watch Good Morning Jacksonville Thursday mornings at 6 all month long. First Coast News on your side.
When you think winter sports, you probably don't think about the Sunshine State.
Ocala was the speed skating capital of the world.
Hitting the ski slopes right here in Florida.
Here's a blast, and on the mountains a blast.
Olympic-inspired stories right here in Good Morning Jacksonville every Friday at 6 a.m.
Buongiorno?
Buongiorno.
Is that how you say
I think
hello
so. I think you
in
got
Italian?
It. Yeah.
Buongiorno. We are now in Italy.
And you were just there, weren't you?
Last summer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Last summer. So you should know more than anybody how to say hello at least.
Yeah, it's awful how bad
Do
my
you know how to
memory
order
is.
like a drink in Italian? That one?
That one.
That one.
That one.
Right here.
I should. That's horrible. That is like
why
people hate Americans. We
No, it's
travel
not.
somewhere and we don't
There's
know
other
the
reasons.
language. What was it? There's something I was trying to say to the Uber driver and he was like, stop. Like I was pronouncing it wrong or something like that.
But he could understand English?
Yeah. Oh, yes. They
Yeah.
all. They
Yeah.
all speak English over there.
Yeah.
They're wonderful to us, people like me who are ignorant and don't know other languages.
No, what my trips, limited really. I've never been to Italy, but between France, Germany, Switzerland, everybody was always so cool. Just if you tried, they appreciated it, and then they'd say, you know what, never mind.
That's okay. I remember it
We got
was
this.
thank you, which is I'm going to say it wrong again, but it's like grazia.
Yeah.
And he was like, you're saying it like you're Spanish, and I was like, I did take Spanish in school. He was like, just stop, just say thank you. I was like, okay, thank you for the ride.
Yep, yep. But if you try, I think it works out. Generally speaking, we go to Milan, and we've got some Olympics. Have you been watching?
I have literally yesterday afternoon. I did not leave my couch until I watched the ice skating take gold.
Okay.
Like that team
cool.
event.
Yeah.
It was so good.
Yeah, that was good stuff.
Unfortunately, I woke up yesterday morning in time to watch Lindsey Vonn's crash.
Yep.
American Breezy, right? Breezy Johnson still took the gold. That was awesome, but it was awful to see that crash.
I got caught up, and it was early in the morning. But man, I was like locked into luge.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, and let me tell you, of all the things that the USA is good at, luge ain't one of them.
Is that the one where they practice run they did not make it?
That was the bobsled.
That's bobsled. Okay.
Oh man, yeah, that's been going
luge,
around.
is that just one person?
Yeah, you can have it. I think there's pairs. I think you can do it with two dudes or gals, but this in particular was the single, and you're just on your back. There's this luge, which you're on a sled on your back, and then there's a skeleton.
Is that forward?
Which is you're forward facing, and you kind of launch yourself down, and then there's bobsled where you're in a big sled. So those are my favorites, though, and I don't know why. You just kind of get locked into it. I'm like,
skeleton makes me scared.
Yeah, face first, like right down the ice. You just don't know, and it's so delicate. But watched a good bit of that and was kind of got really invested in it. If you'll forgive me, because those athletes, I could relate to them because they looked like me, little dad bod. I think if you're a little heavier,
it helps.
It helps.
You get you some more speed.
And those skin tight lycra suits or whatever the material is that they're wearing, it's not forgiving if you have a little dad belly.
Little belly.
Just a little, and they all had it. It wasn't like these felt. I mean, no judgment. I was like, I dig it. This is good stuff. These guys are hauling butt. They're going 80 miles an hour, like risking life and limb.
Yeah,
that's a skill. And I appreciated the heck out of that.
So now when you said that you were getting inspired to try winter sports, it was luge
I
that
would
you're
do
talking
it in a
about?
heartbeat.
You want to do
Oh, man. I've done the bobsled before. And at that particular moment when I was trying the bobsled, they had a luge, team training. And I said, hey, any way you could do it? Like, no, we're not letting you do it.
Too dangerous?
Too dangerous. Bobsled, we could put like pros with you and you'll be good. Luge, we're not letting you do it. It's not just like ski jumping. We're not letting you do that.
That's like, Robert Spetta and I were talking about this on a worldwide stream last week where it's like, so many people love the Summer Olympics. I'm obsessed. I love swimming. I love gymnastics. It's like, who's the most talented, the most athletic?
Yep.
And then in the Winter Olympics, it's like, who's just not going to die?
Yeah. Who will throw caution to the wind and
say a prayer and go for it?
Because skiing, there's certain elements of you got to have a little control just to maintain life. And I feel like the fastest and the best, it's just like, I'm taking the emergency brake off and I'll see you at the bottom.
They were talking about that skiing. Like, I think Breezy talked about it. And like when Lindsey Vonn crashed, they said that multiple times the skiers were going faster than they realized. So they were losing control.
Yeah.
And the ones who all medaled were like, we're just holding on for dear life at this point.
Gotta live.
Like, oh my goodness.
You gotta live. And that's the added wonderful element. So in Milan, temperatures, they have been in kind of that 50s range.
But it's getting chilly tomorrow.
Getting a little cooler. I know we've had some flurries at elevation, but a little bit cooler. We've actually been on pace, when we were in our cooler phase of being right on par with the temperatures they had in Milan. But we get some pretty decent weather for some Winter Olympics. Wednesday, maybe a little warmer with those highs in the mid 50s, and watch for some rain on Thursday.
And then in Cortina, they got some snow on the way.
Yeah.
So obviously colder there, but I think it's interesting. The days that actually make it into the 40s, they're still expecting snow in the morning time.
Yeah.
So this system is not just Cortina. In fact, let me pull this over. So these show, I'm going to say this wrong. Predazzo?
Do it. Own it. Yes.
Living? No. Those are the other, you know how in the opening ceremony they had multiple opening ceremony spots, and those are all the towns. And I added Verona because that's where the closing ceremonies are going to be. So every spot here on the map is where Winter Olympics will be taking place. So if you look up into the mountains, they're getting snow tomorrow.
Isn't Verona Romeo and Juliet?
Yes.
Right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, good. Just want to make sure I remembered my, what was that, 9th grade?
Yeah. And then I actually
English?
got to go there in high school. I saw the balcony and the statue. And
they have
but Verona's a beautiful city.
I bet.
And they're getting rain.
Just watch
on
out
Wednesday.
for the Capulets and the Montagues. They'll come after you.
I mean, maybe way back in the day.
Yeah, maybe. There's still bloodline is still there. Old Bill Shakespeare was just fiction. But yes, I got sidetracked by Bill Shakespeare, and that's going to happen in a stream. I'm going to get focused on the theater. So the snow and the elevations.
Theater nerd.
Right?
So again, Wednesday and again Thursday. And even a little bit nearby on Friday. Oh, I skipped it ahead too far, but you saw it. Yep. So I believe they still want the snow. I know before the Olympics started, they're getting a little nervous that they weren't going to have enough snow.
Oh, no, this is the best. This is the best. We want it because we have seen our fair share of Winter Olympics. Thinking back, I think it was a hard time. Was it in Korea? We had a pretty hard time getting some snow going. A few sites have, famously had issues. So good on them getting it from nature, and that's the best kind anyway. And you want to see it as they're bobsledding down this coming weekend. I think we're going to get more of that going. So awesome stuff.
So the weather pattern is active over on that side of the world. We still have to talk about the UK and their rain. So we're going to take a quick break, and we will come back and wrap up with that.
This February, the past mingles with the present on Jacksonville's historic East Side.
A neighborhood that everyone respected everybody.
Birthed from the ashes of the Civil War, Out East remains the city's last 19th century historically black neighborhood.
It's beautiful now, but not the way it was when I first came here.
Each street paved with pain, persistence, and progress.
Mount Olive is still on the block.
Vivid Hues, stories of black history, Monday mornings at 6. First Coast News on your side.
This month, we're pushing through traffic to follow the money.
Transportation is really important.
So we make it more affordable.
Breaking down the dollars, the dangers, and what's next.
We're very excited about this Better Together campaign.
On the Move on Good Morning Jacksonville all month long, Tuesdays at 6 a.m.
Artificial intelligence isn't coming, it's already here. And it's also a tool, not the answer.
Yes.
From how we prepare the next generation for work to how law enforcement balances innovation and public trust.
Don't let ChatGPT replace your therapist.
Inside our classroom.
Anything you wanted to do, it would do.
The revolution will be AI. Will you be ready? Watch Good Morning Jacksonville Thursday mornings at 6 all month long. First Coast News on your side.
When you think winter sports, you probably don't think about the Sunshine State.
Ocala was the speed skating capital of the world.
Hitting the ski slopes right here in Florida.
Here's a blast, and on the mountains a blast.
Olympic-inspired stories right here in Good Morning Jacksonville every Friday at 6 a.m.
So it's hard to talk about too much rain for a place when we have so desperately needed the rain.
Yeah.
But I am sure that they would give us their rain. So Northern Ireland, Southwest and Southern England, and the east of Scotland all had one of the wettest Januaries on record.
In a place famously already very rainy.
It's just,
it's got the numbers have to be kind of staggering and adding up. What have you found?
So for Northern Ireland, it was the wettest January in 149 years.
Good night.
They've had 70% more rain than average.
That's...
Like you said, this area already gets a lot of rain, 70% more in January. Let's see. It also brought below average temperatures. That's not surprising because they had little to no sunshine. And they said that that's getting more rare though, because they are used to having more sunny days now. That's their trend with the way that over there, like here, we keep talking about hotter and hotter summers. They've also experienced sunnier weather recently. So that was a shock to them. They had more than 100 flood warnings across the UK.
Wow.
And they are expected to have just a little bit of a brief break, but it's already been an above average February. So far the UK has already seen more rain than they normally expect for the entire month of February. So this trend has only continued into this month, and it's what, the 9th?
Yeah. Heavy
But
rain. That's that line moving right. It's going to essentially move right through the English Channel, but lined up with your channel route from London to Paris. You're going to get a good bit of rain here through the, let's see, it's 11:30, 12:30, 1:32. Oh, you got it live on. That's, so 4:30 would be the kind of the end of the loop there. Yeah. So through the evening rush, they're going to have a pretty good amount of showers and extending all the way down into Spain, through France, south of France, and into Spain. So,
and that's that system that will then eventually become snow over the
Italy.
mountains that we were just
connected.
talking about. It is all, yeah. Madrid just got a good bit of rain. Let's get a good look here all across the area. Where else is it raining? This is Weather Watchers Worldwide. Let's go worldwide. What's happening over here? The one bummer about this map in our system here is that for Europe, they don't distinguish between snow and rain.
Oh, on our radar product?
Yeah, and that's a bummer. So can't exactly distinguish what is snow, what is rainfall, but
It depend on the good old Euro model for at least the forecasting of it.
right. You know what? Let's do it. I'll go back to that European model that we were just looking at for snowfall across northern Italy. And let's just take a wider look. We'll go out. This is, woo! Look at all that rain.
Yeah, mainly rain until we hit the Alps.
So rain for the UK, France.
Mm-hmm. And amazing, just considering how high the latitude of the UK, Great Britain, and then in Scotland and Ireland, how much it's just rain versus the real snow. You don't see it that often just because of the mostly maritime climate. But fascinating look. I've got my Shakespeare fix now with Verona, and then I've seen some
just
rain.
Wait, he's gonna
Stratford upon Avon as well, and old Billy Shakes home. The little rainy time there, but that's what he would have been used to. The 7-day forecast for us. It is beautiful. It is sunny for the next few days. Wednesday, we get a little change up, and we'll watch some rain chances by the weekend. And then, of course, we got Valentine's Day.
Yep, we're out of time, but you'll see back at 4:30.
Yep.